Hey everybody, it's the 13th Wolfman. Today is day, well, today it's a twofer. So, as you can tell, I'm getting over a cold. I felt like total crap yesterday. I've been doing fine all month. You get up to day 24, and, well, actually, I got sick earlier this week. It's like, on Monday I started to get a cold, and then Tuesday I lost my voice. Wednesday I was just blah. And then Thursday I was just so lethargic, just so worn out from doing nothing, So I didn't do a video yesterday. I didn't do a video for the 24th. I watched the movie, not a problem. Man. I watched the movie, not a problem. So I'm going to do a twofer today. This is going to be a 2 days in one video thing. So what I watched for day 24 was, of the 31 days of horror, was Teeth. This has got to be one of the weirdest movies. I remember seeing this in the theater when it came out in 2006, 2007, somewhere around there, So, if you guys don't know this movie, it's all about this girl that has the mythological properties of vagina dentata. Teeth in her vagina. Yeah, it just sounds weird to say. It really does. But the movie starts out in the past where we meet the young girl at like the age of 3, and she's got her mom's got a boyfriend and he's got a son. And they're sitting in a wading pool, and he's showing his if she'll show hers, type thing. Next thing you know, he's complaining that he's got a cut on his finger. And he's like, you're just kind of going, whatever. That's where the movie starts. Then you fast forward to, she's like 16, 15 or 16. And the older stepbrother is probably like somewhere between 18 and 20, He's a major dick to his girlfriend. He's a dick to everybody, really. The girl, Dawn, is one of those, it's at the time that everyone was doing the whole, what's the word, purity promise, I got a purity ring type thing. And that follows a lot of this, she's saving herself for marriage. She's, but things happen, and she finds out that she has more than just, there's a little more to her than she expected. This is a good movie. It's a funny movie. I mean, it's horrific, too. From a guy's point of view, if you're sleeping with some chick and she has the ability to, to lock a bear trap on your schlong, that's not good, It's all around. It's a fun time. It's a really bizarre movie. I really don't know if it falls into the horror aspect kind of thing. It felt like it when I was making up the list. I was like, oh wow, so what can I put in here that And I was looking for something a little weird and a little bizarre, And I came up with Teeth, So that's pretty much it for. I mean, I don't know what else to say about this movie. I like the acting. I like the actress. What was her name? Her name was Jess Wexler. I think is how you pronounce her last name. Weixler. There's a reason that some people don't become famous because, their last names. And there's other people that do have, terrible last names and they still become famous and you're just kind of like, what? What the hell? But yeah, check this movie out if you haven't seen it. So this is day 24 of the 31 Days of Horror. Now to go on to day 25. And day 25 is actually a sequel to something I watched earlier this month. I think it was the third or fourth day I popped in the movie Warlock. Well, today I popped in Warlock 2. This is the day 25 movie. So, just letting you know. Warlock 2. Warlock 2 still has Julian Sands in it. So, I mean, the first Warlock movie had a really cool feel to it. Had a really cool story to it. And in this one, Julian Sands is back as a warlock. I don't know if it's the exact same warlock from the first movie, even though it's played by the same actor. So in this one, there's a family of druids. You know, they start out in the past, and these druids are making sure that this warlock, that the son of Satan, isn't born. And they need to gather all these ruin stones, which are just nothing more than crystals, in a certain order. And if that happens, if the warlock gets all these, he can bring forth the Antichrist, or the devil himself, upon this world. So then you flash forward to the present, and you find out that, you know, these stones and these crystals have been handed down from generation to generation, and people have been making sure that you know, the son of that the warlock isn't born, and that Satan's not brought upon this earth. Two of the actors that play two of the druids are Charles Hallahan, who most people would know from The Thing or Hunter, the TV show. He was the police chief on Hunter. And R.G. Armstrong, and I love the fact that R.G. Armstrong is in this, because he's actually in one of my favorite horror films of all time, Race with the Devil. R.G. Armstrong is typical character actor. He's at one point was in everything from, like I said, Race with the Devil. I think he even directed Race with the Devil, to First Blood with Sylvester Stallone, to, you know, Warlock 2. So you got a priest who is one of the druid families. You've got R.G. Armstrong, Charles Hallahan, and another guy, and he has a son who needs to be transformed into a druid warrior. The priest has a daughter who is also a druid warrior, you know. And the way they got to transform him, I'm not going to tell you, but this is a really cool movie. I still like the original film a little bit better. I'm looking forward to seeing part 3. I know I've never seen the third one, because actually the third one has a completely different person playing the warlock altogether, from what I've read online, and it's a different warlock, 100%. Like I said, I'm not sure about the warlock that's in the second movie, if it's the same one that they dealt with in the first movie, or if it's just another one that kind of looks like, another one that, you know, Julian Sands just said, hey, sure, I'll play another warlock, you know. I'm not quite sure about that, because they never really give him a name. They just call him Warlock. If you haven't seen the second one, check it out. It's got a very paranoia type feel to it, because of the little town that they're in. You'll understand if you watch it what I'm talking about. Sorry about all the clearing of the throat. I'm still getting over this. As always, like, subscribe, share, and comment. I always want to know what you have to say. When you do subscribe, hit that bell, ring that bell, and bing that bell. That way you'll know anytime I'm putting something new up. And I am the 13th Wolfman. I am on the prowl.